Hi guys, Renato here from Dampcon SA. We've got a house that's got some rising damp. I'm going to do a bit of a tutorial for you guys so you can understand how to do this and you can do it yourself. Very simple and easy. As you can see, this wall's full of bubbles because the client's got rising damp. The water table is a little bit too high here, and the complex has got a bit of water issues. So what we're going to be doing here, you can see we've marked 100 millimeters apart on the line just above the skirting. So we're not going to remove the skirting, we don't need to, because it's exactly where we need to drill. So what we're going to do now is we're going to drill the holes, and when we drill, because it's already plastered, we'll drill straight first so we don't break the plaster off. Once we go in about 5 millimeters, we're going to tilt the drill at about a 30-degree angle. And the reason why we do that as well, so when we insert our pipe, which is this here, it's got a nice angle to come up, and we can staple it onto the plaster. If we don't do that, what will happen is you'll kink the pipe and the fluid's not going to run into the wall. So what we're going to be doing is, once we've drilled all the holes here, we're going to install our pipes into the holes, and we're going to fix this with some holder backs, and we're going to mount it on the wall like that, and we're going to fill these pipes twice. What's going to happen then is the fluid's going to run into the bricks, saturate the bricks, and the brick is going to become your water barrier. So nothing can penetrate above that, so you won't get any more rising damp. So what we'll do, once we've started drilling and all that, we'll make another video for you guys and show you how it works. Thanks. Because this wall is plastered, if we're going to start drilling at an angle like this from the start, what's going to happen is we're going to break the plaster off the wall. So what you'll see here, there's no plaster break on the wall. Look at the angle we went in, 30 degrees, which is perfect. And the reason why we could do that is the first 5 walls, I'm going to do one for you here. So have a look at this. Okay. Then we've got in 5 more. Then wide the first one. And that's your perfect hole without breaking any plaster off. As you can see, we put a piece of tape here at 50 mil because that's the depth we need to be in. So we're going to do a pilot hole first, and then we're going to drill with a bigger drill bit, which is a 14 mil, so we can get our pipes into the holes. Okay guys, thank you. So guys, we've now drilled the wall, as you can see, 100 millimeters apart right through. And what we're going to be doing next is we're going to mount our pipes inside the holes, and we're going to be filling our pipes twice with our Dampcon Extreme, and it will seal this whole brick line and make sure there's no rising damp in the future. Hi guys, we're getting to the next step of injection. So just a little bit of a thing that I've learned is, when you're installing the pipe, don't put the pipe in like this, because then it pressures onto the wall, difficult to fill. So what I normally do is just push it in the other way. Push it in, you'll see it will go nice and tightly into the hole. Put a little holder back here. And again, you don't have to hold it right there and hit your fingers. Just slightly into the wall, just so it can hold it. Just like that. And it's easy to fill. Okay. So you'll see that one of the reasons why we also put it at an angle is because we're not pinching the pipe at the bottom, so we can get our fluid to run nicely into the walls. And that's just the next step, and it's so easy. Once the holes and everything is drilled, what you do is just, another thing is, when you are doing this, we're using a 10 mil pipe here. Always make sure you buy the pipe first before you buy the drill bit, because sometimes you buy the pipe, buy the drill bit, and you can't get a pipe to match a drill bit. Always better to buy the pipe first and then you drill bit. So yeah, it's easy as this. So guys, as soon as this is done, we're going to start filling this. So we'll fill this to the brim, and once this drains into the bricks, which happens quite quickly, we'll do another fill, and after the second time that it drains, we can take the pipes out and problem solved. And then what we'll do is we'll leave it for about a week, let it get air, let the product do its work. What it's meant to do, it's going to dry out the surface that it touches, and it will waterproof it at the same time. Hi guys, okay, so we've just installed all our pipes. And if you wanted to know what the length is of the pipes, I normally make them 500 millimeters long, because it gives us enough fluid to go into the bricks and stuff. So they're all installed. So our next step is going to be to fill them. We'll fill them individually from start to finish. And then what we'll do is, when we get to the end, we'll start filling it again, and that will saturate these bricks nicely. show you guys now when we do it. Okay, so guys, this is our next step. Now we're going to start filling our pipes. This beautiful tool that I've got in my hand here is called an enema spout. You buy it from any chemist. We use them all the time. It works very nicely when you're doing grout on tiles and stuff like that. But in this case, we're using it to fill our pipes. So I'm going to start filling our pipes to show you guys what we do and how we do it. So I use this because it just fits nicely into the hole. You can see there's a fluid going in. See the pipes filling up. And always have a bucket with water and a sponge close by. The reason why we say that is if there's any spill or any fluid that's going to run out onto your tiles, you need to wipe it off immediately. If you don't do that, you're going to have a hell of a big problem because this product will stain your tiles and your glass. So always make sure bucket or sponge always handy. So when it comes out, we just wipe it off and you have no damage. The second pipe. So because our product's so thin, it's thinner than water, we don't need a pump to do this. This will now saturate into the bricks and make those bricks 100% water repellent, and that's going to be your water barrier and prevent any rising damp in the future. And besides the fact that it's going to now block the water, when we were drilling here, we could see that the bricks were very wet. So besides the fact that it will seal the bricks and make them water repellent, it's also going to dry them out, which also helps. See how nice this tool works. There's no spillage or anything like that, which helps a lot. Okay, if you look at this first pipe that we put in there, see how it's dropping down. Remember it was about here, and how quickly it's dropping down. So what we'll do now, we'll wait for all these pipes to drop down to the bottom, fill them again to get these bricks nicely saturated, and that's it. Wait for that to go down a second time, pull out the pipes, leave the holes open for about a week, and then you can come and close the holes and do your finishing and have no bubbling paint again. That's how easy it is, guys. You can do it yourself. Hi everyone. Okay, so it's been exactly an hour now. As you can see, these pipes are almost, well, some of them have still got some fluid in, and the rest are all drained completely after we filled it twice. But let me explain something to you. If you look at this little pipe, it's got some in here. The reason why there's still some left, look at the other ones are all drained, is that's one of the bricks that had a lot of moisture in it. So if it's already got moisture in it, it's not as porous as a normal brick, and that will obviously prevent the damp gun to penetrate quickly. But it's still penetrating. It's just taking a bit longer, but just to show you, now you can see which brick also had the moisture in it. So yeah, so it took us we waited an hour for this damp gun to penetrate inside here, and now we're going to be removing these pipes and yeah, move on to the next side.